It's because, again, I understand roles. Like, I've seen it growing up.
Yeah.
So, I understand a woman's place when in the presence of a man is in a feminine, submissive space. That is what a real woman is. Like, I've heard so many women, you ask them, what's a real woman? They're going to start talking about own house, own car. Like, what the hell are you talking about? What makes us different from men is the fact that we have femininity, we have submissiveness, we have a intuitiveness emotionally by nature. And I've learned the two polar sides of women. You have the deceptive emotional space, and then you have the natural emotional space. This is when you have genuine intuition, like you're nurturing, you understand that my place in life or my role in this relationship and the things that I get praises for is completely different from the man. That deceptive emotional space has you believing we supposed to do everything men do. And you do what I did it, treat me how you want to be like, and when you understand men and women, that's not logical. This
Yeah, I
whole
agree.
treat me how you want to be treated. The
Seem
way
like a
that
lot of
men want
guys
to be
is becoming
treated, women don't
feminine
want to
though.
be treated that way. Not women that are in a natural
I
submissive
agree.
space.
I
What
agree.
what you want, just think about it. What you want as a man, the respect, the things that y'all care about, that's not what we looking for.
Well, I don't mind. Well, let me frame it like this. I think that everybody gets used in some capacity,
Oh, of
right? Because
course.
it's an exchange. Like everything is transactional.
That's the
Relationships
beauty
is,
of it.
and it's
That's
dope,
the beauty
right?
of it.
But people don't want to. But men don't want to be misused,
Right.
right? So when you take that into consideration, I think a lot of guys will put up with a lot of shit for a long time, feeling like they still being a man by overcoming a situation or still dealing with shit that they wouldn't normally have to deal with in a
I
regular
feel,
situation.
me personally, especially for our people, I feel like that comes from the man's upbringing. We
Nah,
I gotta
I
laugh.
feel you.
I
I
gotta
feel you.
laugh when I say this because the females get so mad, but we are in a fucking crisis, a pandemic with this single mother and shit. And it's crazy because you could literally Google it, just like so. And let me back up. In my spare time, I read a lot of boring shit. I like social science, and I like to read Harvard studies and just different studies where they do statistics and polls on us as a people, just all different types of backgrounds and people. And it is a proven fact. And if you don't know what a fact is, look it up. But it is a proven fact that single mother households produce the worst product.
Facts. That's
It's a
100%
fact.
fact. Yeah.
If you take two parent households, single father household, single mother household, statistically based on facts,
Yep. You're right.
the household with the woman heading it by herself produces the worst product. And for our people, for black people, for African American people, those single mother households are the reason why prisons are filled with a good majority of
You are
our people,
100%
right?
right.
So these are facts. You
Yep.
sit this on the table. Here go the facts. And then you say, so y'all need to start valuing men being involved in the lives of your children. I can't make you be with your baby daddy, or we can't say that somebody has to stay with somebody, because we know that children are being born out of situations where the two people aren't healthy together.
Yeah.
But that you having access to a man and a woman during your upbringing needs to be brought back. A lot of these men that you were, when you're referring to, what men are doing with women in relationships, it comes from the fact that they lack a man in their upbringing. So we got a good majority of men that walk around and their thinking, their emotional capacity is that of a woman, because all they ever saw was
their mama.
how to be an adult from a woman.
Yep. I agree with you. And it's so funny. I'm gonna jump around a little bit, right? Because this is dope. Because I study the same stuff, right? We know that a child being born into a single parent household, especially if it's just a woman, right, is more likely to go to jail, more likely to join a gang, more likely to be dependent, more likely to need some form of a therapy, all that
Yes.
shit,
Oh
right?
my God.
So we know that. But okay, a lot of the conversation is not necessarily, driven down into the core of what we see today. So I'll give you an example. Jess Hilarious, big deal right now, right, is having a conversation, and she's saying that, who's going to stand up for women, biological women now, right? Because the big thing is the alphabet community and trans people, right? And so the thing is it seems as though more men are leaning into their femininity and more women are now leaning into their masculinity.
And the root, if you ask me, is what I'm explaining.
Yep.
We are seeing so many households where we're being all of us, and I'm just gonna group us in a general, pool. In this pool, the majority of us are being brought up in single mother households.
Right.
So these masculine females, a woman is teaching them that. These feminine men, a woman is teaching them that. For females, we're watching our mothers operate like a man.
Yeah.
Paying bills, maneuvering in the household, building shit, doing, like, we're not seeing that masculine and feminine, energy, those roles in the household. And for young boys, all you're seeing is a woman problem solve everything.
Yeah.
So when you look at the result right now, that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
And I'm firm on, because I love like the dialogue that, is going around with Just Hilarious and as other people speak on it. Me being real, I care more about a person's character and do you understand this stuff I'm talking about as far as what things are doing to our people generationally, as far as generational curses and things like that, than what your, sexual preferences or what you identify. I could care less. That's your business. Identify whatever you want to identify. Are you a good person? Do you understand do you understand these kids getting locked the fuck up because they being raised a certain way?
Yeah.
Do you care about that? So I don't care if you a real woman, trans woman. Do you understand we need men?
Yeah.
And if you're a man, do you understand you need to show up for your children? This is the stuff that I value more in regards to like spending my time talking about. Because I feel like when we fix that, it will take care of a lot of the other stuff that people are going back and forth.
Is it fixable?
I feel like it is.
Do you?
I genuinely do.
I don't.
You don't. Tell me why you don't.
I think that you can save. When I talk a lot of times, right? I'm reaching out to the one, the 99. I know that they're not gonna get it, right? So, do I think that it can be fixed? I think it can be fixed on an individual basis, which obviously feeds into the collective. But for the majority, I think they fucked. I think that they absolutely positively fucked.
I'm gonna tell you, and I have my own personal experience as to why, but I'm gonna tell you I disagree, and it's because my platform it taught me to disagree with that, right? Because I used to have that viewpoint, but when I got on the internet and my platform really took off and my name became like something that was known,
They stealing your shit.
they are.
They stealing your shit.
They are, but I'm gonna tell you this: organically, stealing my content and all. Organically, people come back to my platform and say, when I first heard you, I was a part of that 99%. I was like, fuck her, I blocked you. Like, I blocked you on Facebook. I blocked you on Instagram. And then when I started going through some real shit in my life, the way that you said stuff the last time I saw you, it made me circulate back around, unblock you, and now I'm in your platform paying for Zooms. I'm booking one-on-ones. I'm in your book club. Like, and I legitimately... There's over 5,000 people that follow me. That has been the case.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it was a complete wall up when they first heard the stuff I'm talking about.